Grand Theft Auto fans everywhere, brace yourselves for the next level.
Get ready.
It's finally happening, isn't it? Grand Theft Auto 6 talk is everywhere. You've seen the speculation, the leaks, the sheer demand online.
Oh, yeah.
Well, today we're really getting into why. Why does this game feel like, I don't know, the biggest thing in gaming maybe ever?
It's a great question. And look, it's not just hype for hype's sake, right? There's history here. Decades of it.
Definitely.
A legacy that most game franchises, frankly, can only dream of.
Okay.
So yeah, let's unpack why the anticipation is just, well, completely off the charts. And maybe talk about when we might actually get to play it.
Okay, let's do it. So you mentioned legacy. We got to start with GTA 5, right? I mean, the shadow it casts is enormous.
Absolutely enormous. You can't talk about GTA 6 without acknowledging the behemoth that was, and still is, GTA 5.
And the numbers are just staggering when you look back. What was it? Over 190 million copies sold?
That's right, over 190 million. And more than $8 billion in revenue.
8 billion. It's almost hard to fathom. What do you think was the secret sauce there? Why did that game stick around for so long and become the benchmark?
Well, it wasn't just one thing, was it? I mean, obviously the open world was groundbreaking for its time. Los Santos felt alive.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also, you know, the three protagonists, that weaving narrative, the satire, which was pretty biting back then.
Still is, sometimes.
Yeah, fair point. And the level of detail was just something else. But crucially, there was GTA Online.
Ah, yes. Can't forget online.
It basically morphed into its own platform, didn't it? Constantly evolving, new stuff dropping, keeping people hooked for, wow, over a decade now.
Yeah.
That sustained success, that constant presence,
Yeah.
that's the bedrock. That's why everyone's primed for GTA 6.
It really has felt like this permanent fixture. So when Rockstar finally said, okay, yeah, we're making GTA 6 back in, what, February 2022?
That was it.
Even though we all kind of knew they were, hearing it officially felt massive. Like, okay, the countdown actually starts now.
Yeah. Exactly. Confirmation, validation for all the waiting. But the real moment, the one that just shattered the internet, that was the trailer release, wasn't it? December 2023.
Oh, man, that trailer. What stood out most to you from that first look?
For me, visually, obviously stunning, but seeing Vice City again, well, Leonida, the whole state now.
Right, based on Florida.
Seeing that setting, which holds so much nostalgia for so many players, but reimagined, modern, that hit hard. It felt instantly familiar, but also completely new. What about you?
Same, the setting was huge, but also Lucia. Getting a female protagonist, one of two leads, in this kind of Bonnie and Clyde setup, that felt like a big step, a statement.
Definitely a statement. And the first female lead in a mainline game since, well, the original top-down GTA way back when.
It
Signals a potential shift in their storytelling, maybe.
Could be, and the visuals, just, wow. The detail, the lighting, the reflections, the sheer density of it all. It properly screamed next-gen.
Yeah, it looked incredible. You could see the leap from GTA 5 instantly. The fidelity was just on another level.
Do you think that visual punch is why the trailer broke records?
I think it was a huge part of it. What was it, 93 million views in just 24 hours?
Yeah, the most viewed non-music video debut ever on YouTube. Crazy.
It's not just gamers watching that, you know, that's mainstream cultural cut-through. It shows just how broad the anticipation is. And, well, Wall Street noticed too. Take-Two's stock price certainly liked the news.
Huh? Yeah, I bet it did. Every scrap of GTA 6 info seems to cause ripples. But speaking of scraps, we have to talk about the leak.
The leak. September 2022. Yeah, that was
something else.
Over 90 early development videos just dumped online. Unprecedented, really.
Completely. And Rockstar had to come out and confirm it was real, which must have been less than ideal for them.
Yeah, it must have been frustrating. They stressed it was super early, unfinished stuff.
Which it clearly was. But, ironically, did it dampen the hype? Not really. If anything, it might have fueled it even more for some people. Yeah, I kind of agree. Even you could see the ambition, right, the scale they were going for. It gave a raw, unfiltered glimpse, even if it wasn't the polished reveal they wanted.
Exactly. It made it feel even more real, maybe. But, okay, moving beyond trailers and leaks.
Yeah.
Why does GTA resonate so much? Especially now, when you've got these massive live service games like Fortnite or Call of Duty dominating so much playtime. What makes GTA different?
That's a really good point. Those games are huge, constantly updated, very social.
Right. They excel at that continuous engagement loop.
Yeah.
But GTA offers something else. I think a big part of it is that cultural satire, that social commentary wrapped up in the gameplay.
Yeah. It always holds up that slightly distorted mirror to American culture, doesn't it? Social media, celebrity worship, politics, greed.
Hmm.
It tackles it all with this unique, dark, often hilarious tone.
It's entertainment, but there's often a point being made. Even if it's buried under the chaos, it engages you on a different level than just, getting the next win.
And that commentary is woven into these really rich, memorable stories and characters. Or you remember the plots, the missions, the people from GTA games years later.
Absolutely. And then there's the world itself.
Yeah.
The sheer freedom in a GTA open world is still pretty much unmatched.
It really is. The level of detail they pour into making those cities feel alive. It's incredible. You can just exist in them.
What is it that makes their worlds feel so much more immersive than many others?
I think it's how interconnected everything feels. The NPCs have routines, the environment reacts, the physics feel, well, physical. Driving feels distinct. It's not just a backdrop, it's a simulation almost.
It's that seamless integration of the narrative, the gameplay systems, and the world itself. It all works together to pull you in. And that appeal hits across generations, doesn't it?
It's wild. You've got people my age, maybe older, who remember playing the early ones, feeling that nostalgia. Then you've got younger players, Gen Z, who basically grew up with GTA 5 and GTA Online being ever present.
Yeah, GTA Online was key there. It kept the franchise alive and relevant for an entire console generation, maybe longer. It became its own thing.
Totally. It built its own community, its own culture, constantly fed with new updates. It acted like a bridge, keeping the name hot, while presumably 6 was being built.
And that constant presence means GTA has seeped into wider pop culture, too. Music references, movie nods. It's just there.
It's definitely transcended gaming, which makes its position interesting when you compare it directly to today's other giants.
Right. Like compared to Battle Royales, Fortnite, Apex, whatever GTA offers that deep single-player narrative, that variety of things to do beyond just combat.
And again, something like Call of Duty, which is obviously massive for multiplayer action.
GTA gives you that unified, persistent open world, that complete freedom of choice, plus that unique satirical tone. It's just a different proposition.
Less focused, maybe, but broader. And let's be honest, compared to most mobile games, it's just a different universe in terms of depth and complexity.
Oh, absolutely. It demands more investment, but the payoff is those memorable, often outrageous moments you just don't get elsewhere.
So, okay, the hype is justified. The legacy is immense. What about the when? When do we actually get to play this thing? The official line is fall 2025.
That's the window Rockstar gave us alongside the trailer. Fall 2025.
And initially just for the current consoles.
Yep. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S at launch. PC players, well, you'll likely have to wait a bit longer, judging by Rockstar's usual release pattern.
Yeah, that seems to be the way they do it. Does that fall 2025 window feel right, though, given how long these games take?
It actually tracks pretty well. Rockstar Games, the big ones like GTA or Red Dead, often have development cycles of, 7, 8 years sometimes?
Yeah, they don't rush them.
Exactly. And Take-Two, the parent company, has been dropping hints, too. They've specifically mentioned GTA 6 factoring into their financial forecasts for the fiscal year, covering 2025 into early 2026.
Ah, okay. So the money guys are expecting it then, too. That adds weight.
It does. Plus, just looking at the ambitions suggested by the trailer and, even the leaked footage, this isn't a quick turnaround project. It needs that time.
Makes sense. So are analysts narrowing it down further within that fall window?
We're starting to see some speculation, yeah. Some analysts are pointing towards maybe October or November 2025.
Okay, why then specifically?
The thinking is usually about hitting that peak holiday shopping season, maximizing sales right out of the gate.
Right, the Christmas rush.
Exactly. But also leaving enough runway before the absolute end of the year for final polish, big marketing pushes, that sort of thing.
Right.
It's often the sweet spot for blockbuster releases.
Okay. And whenever it drops, the pre-orders, they're going to be insane, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely expect records to be broken.
Yeah.
When those pre-order pages go live, it'll be a frenzy. How many people do you think have their wallets ready right now?
A lot. A significant chunk of that 190 million plus GTA 5 audience, I guess. And the impact goes way beyond just game sales, right?
For sure. Think about console sales.
Yeah.
How many PS5s and Xboxes will GTA 6 shift on its own?
Yeah, it'll be a system seller, no doubt. People will upgrade just for this. We'll probably see console bundles, too.
Definitely. And then the successor to GTA Online, whatever shape GTA Online 6 takes.
Huge expectations there.
Massive. Based on the last one's success, they'll be planning for a very robust, long-term online component with, presumably, a significant microtransaction economy built in. That's potentially years of revenue.
It's a juggernaut. And you have to think broader, too, like merchandise, maybe other media tie-ins.
The potential is enormous. The
Yeah.
GTA brand is just that powerful. Plus, just the sheer number of jobs involved in making a game this size, it's a significant employer in the industry.
So when you pull it all together, the hype really is this perfect storm, isn't it? GTA 5's unbelievable success, the tantalizing trailer, even the drama of the leak, the cultural relevance, the lack of direct competitors doing exactly what GTA does.
It all feeds into it. It hits the nostalgia button for older players. It promises cutting-edge tech for enthusiasts. It offers this deep world and story, plus that unique GTA flavor. It feels less like a game launch and more like well, a cultural event waiting to detonate.
That's a good way to put it. As we look towards fall 2025, it's clear this isn't just another Tuesday release. It's going to dominate conversations, drive hardware sales, and probably shape a lot of the gaming landscape for years afterwards.
It really makes you wonder, though. In an age where so many games are designed as ongoing services, the sheer, almost unprecedented anticipation for a massive, single purchase, initially anyway, story-driven game like GTA 6. What does that tell us? Does it show there's still a massive, maybe even growing hunger for these authored, immersive, finite but deep experiences, even alongside the live service giants? What does the success of GTA 6 mean for the next big open-world game? Something to think about, I guess, while we wait.
Definitely something to chew on. The wait continues, but it feels like we're finally on the home stretch.